Oh,
This
okay.
is just my basic, you know, just to push them out and pay my bills, you know.
Yeah,
But sometimes people want fast ones, and it takes me a while. Sometimes I get down into the crank area and balance the crank and, you know, weld pipes and stuff. So I got one at my house that goes 70, but it's a 4-stroke.
I would say that's what I was asking. Is this two-stroke?
Yeah.
So it's gas oil mix.
Yeah, I just use 40 to 1. This mix is a little rich. I kind of got it leaned out, so you know, you could use a tip gun if you really wanted to, you know.
And now you can still ride it pedal-wise
Yeah,
or with the motor, either or. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if he's got any slack in here, then he'll have to adjust it. But things start breaking in over time.
Yeah.
You know, so he's gonna have to watch things. You know, right now everything's good, but. You know,
I say, I'm sure. I say if you don't mind it, then I'll give him the link that I talked to you on there.
I'll just give him my number.
And she's a good coach. She'll keep him tuned up.
Like I said, all the guys around here all know my son. So anytime they have backpack blowers, weed eaters, anything with a motor, they give it to him, and he gets them all running again. And he loves tearing them down. But
Really? So he's a small engine mechanic.
Yeah. And we got property in Hudson with a bunch of acreage, and that's where he practices motocrossing. But he races 250R. But he's got 6 4-wheelers and other dirt bikes that that's all he does.
This thing will just be like a little minor toy compared to all that.
Oh yeah, well we live in Pinellas kind of, but our property's in Pasco, so in Pinellas he can't. But he rides to the Commons with his friends every night or whatever, and he's like, you know, but it's a mile away or whatever. And he's like, man, I'm gonna get one of those bikes with a motor on it. I was like, and I seen you on there. I was like, you know what?
It'd be good because
and I know he can. Yeah, I know he can tinker with it when there's stuff. I mean, he rebuilds carbs and top ends and, you know, everything else now on all those other motors. So.
Okay, I'll get to the baby in a minute. All right. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Right now, but when I made my mix, I put a little bit too much oil because I didn't measure it, so it's probably got about 4 ounces in the gallon, but I usually use 40 to 1, which is 3.2.
So 3 ounces, or 3.2
yeah, about
ounces
3 ounces. Yeah, but you know, you can check his plug after he's riding. You even got room on the needle to, if you wanted to make an extra notch, there's some space up there. You can just get a file and make an extra notch if you wanted to leave it out.
Well, yeah, I know he runs 50 to 1 in his race Banshee or whatever, but that thing does 130 miles an hour.
Well, it's built by Yamaha, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I know.
This is built by, you know, some Chinese people in a quick factory. You know what I'm saying? But.
Alright, so it's ride to start.
Yeah.
Just like an old moped or scooter.
Yeah.
Gas on.
Yep.
And then I choked it. But you saw right away I had to put it. It's been a little hot out, but. That's basically it, but you can kind of hear it a little bit, you know.
So if you're riding it regular, just pedaling it or whatever.
Just put that in there. And
leave that like that, and that's like neutral or whatever, basically.
I took the gears off because one, I usually I'm so used to taking them off, I don't ever have room. So I just keep the gears where it feels comfortable pedaling. Okay. You know what I mean? I mean, if you wanted to put a gear shifter on, you could, but.
So right now it will just ride regular or whatever.
Yeah.
Like to just keep this in. And then, so when you're riding it and you want to start it, then we just pop that out.
If you want to start it, you're going to put the gas on, choke it, hold this in, pedal fast, let it out. Once it lets out, it's going to kick it on. Get your thing. You know, if it shuts right off, just tell them open air up a little.
All right.
Do it again.
So then this is braking, that's braking.
And that's your kill switch, the yellow.
Kind of suck. Some bikes have better brakes, you know, but these. You might want to maybe adjust them, find a good way to adjust them a little better. They are nice brakes, but maybe clean them or something. That's about it. Just a matter of him practicing. Anyway.
Yeah. Ride this around, make sure everything works right. Ride you. You have a road one?
Well, you want me to go up and down and show you?
No, so I just let him just take it all around or whatever.
Be careful now. All right, this is what you're going to do. You're going to hop on it and when you go ahead and pull this in, start pedaling fast, and then just let it out. You got your throttle right here, okay?
So pedal, let that out, and then start.
Pedal fast. And
Basically,
just let it out.
clutch, release it to jump start it.
Now, I just had just started, so if you feel like you need to choke it a little bit, you know, you'll be able to tell. And be careful of bumps and stuff. And now, whenever you're coming up to a stop, you know you got to pull your clutch in.
Yeah.
Whenever you're going to start turning around, pedal it first, and then you can start working it like a friction zone.
Right.
You know. Hold that clutch in. There you go. Pedal fast.
Goddamn thing to get on the ledge. I'm sure the weight you put on. It's like 280.
I was thinking 280. Man, I've had guys order or get a 700C, you know, the skinny tire bike.
Yeah.
One time the guy said, man, I want it to go fast. I'm like, okay, fine. I show up and he's over 300. He said at least like 320 or something, or 340. I'm like, okay, hop on it. And
Go for it.
he
Try it.
rode it all the time, but he's like, man, I almost went 50 on that thing. I'm like, well, he went it fast. But he was a big guy. It was one of those regular Mongoose 700C hot shot bikes. That's built him.
How fast is this one supposed
That's
to go?
you know, I don't know. I don't take it out of the park. 'Cause,
Yeah.
you know, I have to stay in the park because I got 2 kids. You know, and so it's just us. So I don't really take him out on the road unless somebody comes to my house. I would figure maybe like 35.
Yeah, when Grandpa comes around, she gets to scoot out on the road.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
I just one of my old workers 15 years ago just got in touch with me and wondered if I had any work for him. I'm like, yeah, you can come back to work. And this is what he said. He's got a bike with a motor on, so it's the same thing. Everybody feel tight and prerogative.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he just, like I was saying, so he just called me, wanted to talk about he's going to ride it back and forth to work, and it's like 25 miles or whatever.
Wow.
I was like,
If
really?
he rides that far, well, he wants to ride one of these that far.
Yeah, he's saying like a bike with a motor. I'm like,
He
oh.
could ride it that far. My husband, when he was around, he rode 17 miles one way, but we took old tires and we cut, well, I did everything.
Yeah.
I'd cut the tread out and I would line the tires with the old tread. You know, it just put regular, never got a flat, and I put a small sprocket on there, and he always carried tools.
Yeah, just
Extra,
in case.
you know, extra CDI, spark plug, chain.
But I mean, if the motor quits on it, you still can pedal, so I mean, you still get yourself to where you need to go.
But if he's got good, has experience, he'll be able to drive anywhere. 25 miles ain't nothing when you know what you're doing.
When you know what you're doing, yeah.
Just like a car.
Yeah, the guy that works over there, he's got a 3-wheel and a 2-wheel, but I think his are electric. The ones that he rides with.
Yeah.
And he rides, I mean, it's only 10, 15 miles, but he rides them every day to work.
See, electric is awesome. I like electric.
Yeah.
You don't really ever have to do anything except tree your rim. That's about it.
All right. Come on in.
Yeah, yeah.